wasn't on campus, pulls through and says, don't you wanna come to my posy? No, man. This is the weekend that things went down. I need a script. Personally, let it be addressed. Hey yo, what's good everybody, and welcome to Uncle Keeks TV. Those of you who've seen my face before, you already know what the vibes be. And those of you who haven't, welcome to the gang, welcome to the channel. Euphoria is back, which means the kids are ready to G with the big boys. You know what I'm saying? We become Euphoria characters in 2020. Yes, yeah. I created a character called Sticky. I don't know why that's her name, but she was the version of myself that I wanted to be. And we're going to become that character again, while also telling you how I became this character in real life in December, November, October. Buckle up, because it's gonna be a ride. Let's start with my eyeballs as we start with the beginning of the story. It all started in October, right? We're gonna call this chapter of my life Rules and Regulations of Being a Rockstar. Ay, child. It was a time. Anyways, it all started in October with situations, life was happening, and I wasn't living at home. So when eventually I was getting ready to go home, the person I was staying with was like, hey yo, let's go out, you know, celebrate. We've been on set, it's been a long time. So I'm like, yeah man, I want a dancey dance, I want a little bit of a drinky drink. Let's go out and celebrate the hard work we've done. Bet we go out. Needless to say, it was a time. It was a time. That is when I unlocked, I was trying to unpick what Sticky was, right? So on that night, a lot of shandies went down, and like, you know, as it should be. It's wonderful. But the craziest thing, the highlight, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you highlights of the stories, because then we'll be here all day. Because at some point I was going out every weekend, sometimes even twice in a week, which is something that I don't do. Like I go out at least once a month or something. Now I went out a lot. So I'm gonna tell you the highlights, right? This night, the highlight was I got approached to go home by a couple. That is something that I do. Couples are great. I just don't want to add myself in your relationship. But when we're there, we're standing like, I'm holding Jen's hand, I'm holding Honey's hand. We look like we're gonna sing Kumbaya together. And I'm like, yeah, let's go home. Luckily, I was with people who have common sense and are like, Keeks, no, we're going to our home. You're not going home with a couple. Because also they're strangers. I don't know them. Anything could happen. Why we don't go home with strangers. The weekend of Halloween, we said Maza. We said we're going out. That is the weekend I got into a fight. Not got into a fight. I was within the fight. People were fighting and I was inside the fight. Yo, guys, I was fighting for my life. Bear in mind, I'm a tiny person, so yeah, that night was just another thing. But anyways, ciao. Now we move on to November, right? And November was the month. Anyways, so this is the weekend that things went down. Okay, let me finish my wings and then I'm gonna tell you, because I can't focus. I decided that I should probably do some of it in front of you, but first I need to put foundation. I forgot to do that, and concealer and whatever. But let me tell you about my crush. So this is the weekend before our film premieres, and I said, this is when Sticky came out to play. Sticky said, I don't care a damn. So I was on campus for rehearsal, and I come from a very strict household. So when you gotta be home, you gotta be home. You know what I'm saying? So beds, I'm getting ready to go home, and Crush comes through to campus. Crush wasn't on campus, pulls through and says, don't you wanna come to my posy? And I say, yes. Take me home. So vibes. Rule number one, guys, don't drink on an empty stomach. Never, ever. And if you do, just have one glass. 2 max. 2, 3 max. But don't do it. Really don't do it. It's not worth it. I didn't eat that day, and I said we drinking like our lives depends on it, like it's water. And I'm like, okay, bet. So a lot of alcohol was consumed, to say the least. Whatever, right? A lot of mistakes happened, but in this time of my life, I like to call them mistakes. You know, they're mistakes that just had to happen. It had to happen, okay? So we are vibing, chilling, having a good time. The night of this encounter, a blood pact was made. You know that episode where Jules just cuts herself and she's like, I'm invincible, baby? That was me, but with my hand. I was gonna show you, but I'm not gonna show you. I cut my hand, I cut the person's hand, and we made a blood pact. Do I even know what that pact is? No. Does the person know? Great question. I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't tell you. So that happened, and then there was a bit of drama and arguments that done happen. Now we're just like, you know what? My is that we don't live for the drama, we live for the thrill. And we went out. We decided we're going to this place. That is the first time in my life I ever felt free. I didn't care about anything. That's the first time I went out and I'm like, I'm good dancing by myself. I was just like, ooh. It was such a good time, and yeah, it felt amazing. And we went home in the sunrise, and I was just like, yes, this is beautiful. I love it. Absolutely, yes, this is for me. This is my everyday life. So going out one man, not knowing Joburg, is a bit of an embarrassment. So I said, you know what, Keeks, just go home. Just go home. It ain't worth it. Then my director, Mr. Director Writer, messages me and he's like, where are you? And I say, I'm going home. I'm going home. And he said, cancel that Uber, cancel that ride. You're coming to get ice cream with us. I'm like, you know what? That don't sound too bad. Let's go get ice cream. So I met these two people that are his homies. Really chill dudes. Really chill dudes. Then after getting ice cream, somebody said Marvel. All I needed to hear was Marvel. I said shots. Luckily I was the people who understood. Why is she saying we went? Nobody asked questions. We said let's go drink, and we had a good time. Again, the way the night ended, we don't talk about it. We don't talk about Bruno. No. We don't talk about that, child. A lot done happened. That is the first time I went home with strangers. Yes, my writer's not a stranger, but the other people are strangers, and I've never been to my writer's house. So is this safe? Let me know in the comments down below. Okay, I'm gonna finish the rest of my face off camera because I cannot focus, as you can probably tell, and we want to get through the video and we want to look cute and all of that jazz. But let me just tell you about what we're talking about now in November. Nah? First Sundays. Yes, the first Sundays was a good time, but the problem was things just went sideways towards the end of the night. First of all, guys, when you say locations, when you are living life like a rock star, you gotta have rules and regulations in there. So rule number one, don't eat. No, don't not eat. You need to eat if you're going to drink, or don't drink at all, because you're gonna make problems for yourself. Second of all, carry a power bank, because you'll end up in sticky situations. The night of first Sundays, I ended up in one heck of a situation. But again, must takes, because the people I ended up meeting. Then this dude appears from the dark. He's like, hey, yo, what's good? You so pretty. I love you. I think I'm in love with you. I'm like, whoa, relax, calm down. It's okay. His friend drives past. Hey, yo, we need to go. Then he's like, nah, we need to take her with. Then his friend's like, nah, we need to go. Then he's like, actually, how are you getting home? Like, actually, my phone is on. He's like, come home with us. We got a charger. We'll give you Wi-Fi. Let's go. And I'm like, that's so sweet. You'll give me Wi-Fi. These are strangers. Again, going home with strangers. Not the best idea, but vibes. Turns out, Jens is a real estate agent. So the house that we go to is lavish. I'm like, okay, the guy who's in love with me is a real estate agent. Lovely, but no, I need to get home. I need to get home. People that I met there, just the chats that we were having, I'm just like, yes, I needed to be here. You know what? As much as I'm stranded in a room full of strangers, I know absolutely no one, I needed to be there for the conversation that we're having at that time. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. I promise the next one will be less chaotic and kind of like more wholesome, and we just get better vibes, levels. But I do hope that you guys enjoyed. Please make sure you share, like, comment, and subscribe so we can grow the gang and we can have a good time and maybe like hang out. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, yeah, man, I'll check you in the next one. This video makes no sense.